Hi everyone, this is Meir, your friend from San Francisco. What a nice walk in the park I had today. And one thing that I want to talk about is the softness of the body. I was always attracted to the water. Warm water, cold water. It was nice to take bath, nice to bathe in an ocean, even if the ocean is freezing for everyone else. There's something very warming, even being in cold water, to feel engaged with them and to feel that you're part of them. And most of our body is water. So many people think that when you become tight and you feel heavy, you did good work. I've seen yesterday a person who is very strong but also very stiff. And he worked very hard biking and he tensed very hard. And the result was that he had a very hard day. That's how you become athletic. We have to learn to exercise and strengthen ourselves to a certain point. Not to overwalk, not to overrun, not to overdo anything, but let the body be as peaceful as it could be. And our work is to create lightness in the body. For that, we can use imagery and walk where we feel separation between the limbs and the upper body, between the arms and the shoulders, the legs and the hip joints. That kind of separation and isolation of muscle groups eventually leads to much better circulation and harmony within the body. So when we talk about that, I want to drift to my past and talk about one case of one wonderful person who didn't pay attention to how stiff his body became. And all of a sudden, he had a stroke. And when he had the stroke, he had an unusual phenomena. He didn't have paralysis in his body, which happens to most people, but he had double vision. Already throughout life, his left eye was not very active. It was kind of lazy, but still had good vision. But now, after that stroke, he saw double image, which was very disturbing to him. He was lucky, and I was lucky, that he met me 4 days after that stroke. So I put a long piece of paper on the bridge of his nose, and that was the first time in 4 days when I obstructed his central vision and he could only see peripherally, that he had no double vision and no conflict between his eyes. You see, the eyes of most people are not working together for the first 4 to 6 months. At the age of 6 months, they work together and they create a whole new path for them to work together. But then, what happened during the stroke in an area which is called the thalamus is that now the eyes separated. And that separation was very hard on the visual system of that wonderful person, who, by the way, was a family counselor, helped many couples to be together. So we did many exercises. He had such a hard time with the red and green glasses. He hated that because the light was never on the circle, never on the line. And those of you who know the red and green glasses work can understand that. But he ended up liking looking at a distance where there was less double and slowly getting closer and closer, to the extent that he started to have moments of no double. We played together a lot. We even had physical fight in a funny way. And his wife loved seeing it because she saw the child from within with him. And he felt very good working with me. Some of my massage he loved, some he didn't. He didn't like the massage I did inside his mouth to loosen up his jaw. So I stopped doing that, but he needed it. but he loved all the rest of the work I've done with him. One of the things that happened is that all of a sudden he was discouraged as he met other people with double vision from a stroke and learned that they did not get any better. But I was able to put him back into track, and we kept working. And one of the exercises that worked for him the best was looking at beads, looking at one single and seeing the rest double. And he slowly was able to do it, and at the end, he loved the exercise with red and green glasses because the light was on the line and on the circle. And that means one eye saw the light and one eye saw the line. The one with the red saw the light and the one with the green saw the line. A red line on a white page. And you can all try it. But the fact that he was able to get the two eyes to work together was the greatest thing. And that was our last session, as his double have decreased by 98%. Only at times when he is tired and looks to the right, he sees double. And while his world was double when he came to me, when we finished 3 months later, it was double no more. It's called diplopia. And I was able to help many, many people with diplopia. But returning to the beginning, nothing moves when you're rigid about it. We played like kids, so we were playful. Nothing gets better unless you're open for it. And when the body feels light and the body feels soft and you feel like water, the one with which I bathe in the cold ocean and bathe in the hot bath, when the body feels relaxed and you are open to change, that's when you heal. And that's what we will always do in our private sessions and workshops, even on Zoom and even in YouTube. We can find a way to be soft, pliable, and open to healing.